That's Luis Fernandez, Dennis Cox here with you. Graham Hill producing us this afternoon on 99.9 The Fan. We turn to the Heister Automotive Group hotline. We bring on UNC-Wilmington baseball coach Randy Hood. Randy, congratulations on getting to the college NCAA tournament. Obviously, congratulations on making it. It's not an easy thing to do, but you are one of 8 programs from the state of North Carolina to get to the College World Series. Literally 1/8 of the field comes from this state. How awesome it is to not only be one of those 8 schools, but just how difficult is it to compete in the state of North Carolina in and of itself?
It's awesome, and you got that right. It's very difficult, and we played at all the other 7 teams this year that made it, so it's pretty cool. And outside of Duke, which we'll play them on Friday, but yeah, our state's really good, college baseball state, and state of South Carolina. So both Carolinas are really, really good, and it's fun. We're getting ready. Looking forward to having hopefully a good weekend down in Conway. Don't have to go real far.
Yeah, that's got to be nice. Not too much of a change of scenery for you there to get ready for the regionals. Coach, last time you all played Duke was 2016. I'm sure you know this. It was a regional. You won 11-1.
Yep.
And you talked a bit about how much you've traveled, you've taken up these challenges against some of these programs that we think of more as like perennial powerhouses in the state and nearby. It seems to me that there would be no fear in your team's heart, even though you're going to be playing a team like Duke, who is thought of as this ACC team.
Yeah, no, we've I remember that game very well. Ryan Foster, our senior pitcher at that time, pitched a complete game, and then we beat them 11-1, and went on and won the next game because Rhode Island upset South Carolina. So we were actually in the winners bracket 2-0, and South Carolina came back and beat us twice to keep us from going to the Super Regional. But no, you're right. We challenge ourselves every year. We have done it for the 20 plus years I've been here, 18 as an assistant, and then the last 4 as the head coach. And just in mid-April, if you look at our schedule, we went out to Fort Worth, played TCU, won the series on the road, and then 4 or 5 weeks later, they win the Big 12 tournament. But, we've played a lot of good teams, Wake Forest a couple times, which is the number 1 ranked team in RPI and the number 1 seed in this tournament. And we've challenged ourselves with a tough schedule. I think our RPI right now is 39 in the country. Our strength of schedule is 39, and our non-conference strength of schedule is 11th in the whole country. So out of 300-plus Division I schools, that speaks to the kind of scheduling and the teams that you're talking about that we play day in and day out.
Randy Hood, UNC-Wilmington head baseball coach, joining us here on the Heister Automotive Group hotline. You mentioned, again, all the other schools in the state of North Carolina that made regionals you have faced, except for Duke, and that's the team you get to face off this coming Friday, first pitch at 1 o'clock. Yep. Going into this game, having played that tough schedule that you had just mentioned, getting ready for this regional, how much do you take from the regular season in order for preparing yourself for this, but also say, hey, you know what? It's baseball. Any given day, anything could happen. Just go out there and win a couple games and get to a best of 3.
Yeah, we've done a great job all year of just bouncing back when we kind of get punched in the face a little bit, if that's the right thing to say. We haven't really had any kind of long losing streak, and I think the winning streak that we're currently on right now, 6, is our longest of the year. But we've just done a great job of being prepared on the weekends and winning weekend series. We only lost 1 weekend series all year out of 14 weeks. So I feel real good about the guys that we'll throw out there this coming weekend in the regional. And Duke's a very good program. A week ago, they were being considered as potentially one of the top 16 hosts. So, that's how close they were to hosting a regional. And then a week later, they're a number 2 seed at Conway and facing us as the 3 seed. So, it's baseball, like you said. We're going to go out, have fun like we've done all year, and just hopefully play our style of baseball, which is just, be solid in all 3 phases and then see where we're at the end of 9 innings.
Randy, you've been at UNCW for, since 2002 now? Associate for a long time, becoming the head coach there in 2020. What's so special about this program besides, of course, the beach? That's been the main reason that you've stayed there for as long as you have.
It's just it's a great place to live. I when I was at Campbell as a student athlete, and then after pro ball came back and coached there, I told my wife, if we ever got a chance to go to Wilmington or Charleston, man, that would be awesome. Two nice places and two good programs. But Coach Scaff gave me that chance back in 2002, and I jumped on it. And since then we've just done a real good job as a program of developing young men, and maybe not getting the most sought after recruit, but getting some that have a lot of different tools and talents where we can get in here and work with them, develop them, and hopefully be really good college baseball players. And a lot of them over the years have turned out to be, very good professional players. We've had a lot of guys get to the professional ranks, and we've got several in the big leagues right now that are currently playing. But just overall, I think this area loves their baseball. Eastern North Carolina does, the Wilmington area especially, and we've been able to put out a really, really good product over the last 20-plus years on the field, and we've had a lot of success. This is our 11th regional in 20 years, so hopefully we can keep it going.
Randy Hood, UNC-Wilmington baseball coach, joining us here on 99.9 The Fan on the Keister Automotive Group hotline. We talk often, or we see often, about the Power 5 schools, and the ACC has 4 here in the state of North Carolina that are going. But why is it important that Charlotte, Campbell, East Carolina, Wilmington are also making the tournament? How much did the other quote-unquote non-power schools, non-power 5 schools, help you with recruiting?
You have to work hard if you want to keep up with everybody. Mm-hmm. That's the thing right now. I mean, if you want to stay in this mix of making it to the regionals and be considered each year, you've got to work hard on the recruiting trail. We got to continue to do a good job here and hopefully improve our facilities, which is, something that we sorely need to upgrade. And the people here know that. But just, once you kind of get that taste, I mean, like I said, our first regional was in 2003. And once you get that first taste, man, you just kind of have that desire and urge every year to just work even harder to get back to it. And I think that's what drives us. And, those other schools are all great programs that could easily be in Omaha at any point. And, that's our ultimate goal. We've seen Coastal Carolina do it. We've seen Fresno State do it. We've seen Stony Brook do it. We've seen Kent State. There's a lot of mid-major programs that have got hot at the right time. They got good programs and good teams, and been able to run through a regional and a super regional and make it to Omaha, which is, you want to win a national championship, but you got to get there first, and that's our next step is to win a regional.
Final thing for you, Randy. You played minor league baseball, including a time in Birmingham. You're a teammate of Michael Jordan's. Have you hit him up for any championship advice, how to handle a tournament, anything along those lines? Maybe upgrade the facilities? He's from Wilmington.
Yep. Yeah. No, he's I've got him on my speed dial.
That's a flex. That's a flex, and I love it.
If I need to make that call, but no, that was a unbelievable summer in '94, and I was actually talking to the ESPN two people that will be doing our games for the Conway Regional today, and obviously part of that was brought up, so I'm sure there'll be some stuff talked about that during our games, but I was fortunate to be one of those 25 that were on that team. Stayed on it all year. I was kind of the fourth outfielder, so when I played, he usually didn't. So I got booed a lot because a lot of people were there wanting to see him instead of Randy Hood. But no, it was a great experience, and he just came off of 3 NBA titles.
Yeah,
he was in the middle of the 6. He just finished 3, so. Greatest athlete on the planet at that time, and the desire to win and to work hard and to compete and to talk trash, all that kind of stuff was stuff that you kind of take from him. Obviously in baseball, you got to be a little careful talking trash, but you can't do it quite like you can on the NBA court. But just great experience, something that I'll never forget. I could write a book, but it's pretty cool to always kind of have those memories to go back to.
Randy Hood, best of luck. When you do write that book, you let us know. We'll definitely have you back on for sure. But honestly, a best of luck to you. We're rooting for all the schools in the state of North Carolina. So we're definitely, and obviously you're included in that. So best of luck to you. Best of luck to your program. I know you got a bus to catch to Conway, South Carolina. Represent the state of North Carolina well while you're down there. And thank you again for your time.
Hey, man, y'all appreciate it. And thank y'all for all you do. And go Seahawks.
That's right.
Thanks,
Randy
Randy.
Hood, UNC-Wilmington head baseball coach, joining us here on the Keister Automotive Group Hotline.